Hello everybody and welcome to the first of many Wildstar guides brought to you by me. I am the Average Gamer, as displayed right at the top, and this is my stalker. He likes to shank things, and we are currently sitting in his house, which is named the Shank Dome. Now I wanted to talk today exactly about what housing can be in Wildstar. You see, I've already got quite a bit done on mine, though nothing compared to a lot of people. And the first menu that we should go over, this is our landscaping menu. So each of these blue squares are called sockets. Every socket can be different things. The big square one in the middle can be your own housing, where you get to choose what kind of house you actually want to put on your land, based on your race and faction. Then these small plugs will put in different things like a barbecue pit for fun. I have a mining node, or a relic hunting node, I should say, where you actually hunt things like relics, or mining, because you can put that in there as well. I also have a farm where you can plant seeds. I believe I have some. I'll bring this up, find some seeds, boom. That's planted, and then in however long that will grow and I can actually use it. And then the two ones in the back here are larger plugs, and that's what that big giant blue thing is, going all the way to the sky. That's actually a challenge that you can do in-game. So if I wanted to put another one on here, you can just scroll through, find one that you can buy, and pay the money. In this case is a gold, and it will build it on your land. You can get some really neat things in here that'll give you interesting stat buffs, challenges that the rewards will give you a plethora of different things, as well as biomes which give you teleports to certain zones, lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff that you can do. One of the fun things are remodeling. Like I said, you can name your house, which I have named the Shank Dome. We can also change how our house looks. So we can have the blue carrot roof, the pink veggie roof, or the one that I currently have, which is the pointy hat roof. Let's cancel that. Goes back to that. Change the walls, the entry, even the sky. And you can do this with either money or renown, which you get in the game just by going around and questing with lower level friends or lots of other different things in the game. And the types of sky can really change how a house looks. This one is called War. This one's called the World Destroyer. This one costs gold. Some of the items that you can get will also have a level requirement attached to them. As you can see, this changes the entire color scheme of what my house looks like, because it has this horrible explosion as this planet is exploding. And not only can you do that outside, but inside. So this is my house here. I currently have a lighting called Hellfire, but I could change that to, say, Dream State, which makes it a little bit hazy, completely changes the lighting. It makes my house look a lot different. The third one we should talk about is the crate. So when you buy things or find things in the world, you can actually find those items in this crate. So in my inventory, I have this massive ocular sphere, which is a decor item. I'll right-click that, it goes into my crate, and then from my crate, I can click on the ground, and boom, I have an eyeball that I can place around. Now, even though it's on the ground, it's still very, very customizable. So if I want to, I can take this eyeball, I can move it, we can turn it with this little arrow, we can change the size of it, let's make it bigger, and spin it that way, or I want to spin it down. Nope. There we go. And then we can place it, and boom! We have a giant eyeball looking at me. It looks like a Jacksepticeye eyeball. And as you can see, it's actually in my house, because I can actually stand on top of it, which is cool. The fourth thing, one of the final things actually, is the vendor. So again, we have this whole menu of things you can buy for any kind of price, from anywhere from like 10 silver all the way up to I think like 50 gold, and then same with renown, from like 100 renown up to like 25,000 renown. And you'll see on the right side that some of these things actually will give you a buff. So if we put this beer can down, it's going to give us a food buff. If you mouse over it, it should tell you what kind of buff. I guess this one isn't. It'll tell us here what kind of buffs I have. So that's an aroma buff. I have a small aroma buff. If I find something with a large aroma buff, it will take that buff instead of all the other buffs. So a lot of people think that buffs will stack. That is incorrect. It takes the biggest buff you have and will just use that one. So some people will take all their big buff items if they're ugly and put them under their stairs or something like that. Other than that, we have the place to core list. This is a list of everything you've placed in your house. And you have the option to reset it all and just send it all to crate, or you can pick certain items, send them to crate and change them up. Anything you want to do. But for now, we're going to leave my house alone because I like how it is. From there, we can actually see our neighbors. So if we want to be social, we have all these other people where you can actually visit their homes, or you can click make friends. And these will be random people, so you can go to a random person's house. We'll pick one of my friend's houses. His name is Eldoron, if he's on here. Maybe not. Okay, we'll go to Peachy's house. We'll visit his house. Boom! We're already at his house, and we can see what he's done with the place, which is not much. Not much at all. He has a spaceship house with a neat top. This is a survivalist area, and he also has a farm. So one thing you can do that's neat is I can actually collect his farm stuff. These aren't ready to go. But you can change how much a person will get from your farm. So with mine, if a relic hunter comes and he mines my relics, I will get half of that, and he will keep half. I can change that however I want, but I'll try to be a nice guy about it. Other than that, that's pretty much housing. So that's pretty much going to be it for this guy. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. As always, much love. And I just wanted to say that you've noticed that there's no commercials with this video because it is fully funded by my Patreon. The link is down below if you want to check that out. I would love to do more stuff like this. I'd love to do more in-depth stuff. And I'm doing all that with my own Patreon. So if you guys want to support me, I would greatly appreciate it. And either way, just, give it a check. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to my little spiel. Much love, and we'll see you next time.